Hello. If you can hear me in the stream, could you please post something in the global chat?
Hello, can you hear me, Adam? Very good. Hello.
Okay, so we are starting in any minute. Please take your seats and please don't come to the podium unless we ask you to.
So I've started a screen share. Is that okay?
Yeah. So okay, please start the screen share. Could everyone
Running
please
now.
leave the podium? Can you leave the podium, please? Could you please leave the podium? We the podium is where we stream from, so we would be very grateful if you could not go to the podium and watch the stream instead. Okay? So I hope that everyone can hear us. And welcome to the closing ceremony of Chemistry Race 2021. You've all done extremely well. We are pleased how many teams have how many teams have participated in spite of the conditions, and we hope that you've enjoyed the problems that we prepared for you. And now I would like to hand over to Adam Tevoniak, who will tell you something more about how the competition proceeded. Adam, could you please turn on your camera and
I hope it's turned on, isn't it?
I can't see it.
Oh, for some reason. No. I might have to rejoin, unfortunately.
No, I guess we can do without camera.
Or better, yeah. As long as you can see the screen share.
Yes, we can.
That should be
it.
fine. So, okay. So should I take over from here?
Yes.
Yeah, you could just go to the front of the stage and you don't talk to each other.
So,
could you please leave the stage, everyone?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem. Just take your seat. Thank you.
Yeah, you can begin.
All right then. So, as you might know, we are building on a tradition we're establishing at the University of Cambridge with this chemistry competition. And you might also know that it originated some few more years ago in Czech Republic in the city of Pardubice. What has remained the same throughout the 2 years now that's been taking place in the UK is that we are centered and based at Cambridge. that the preparation of the competition involves lots of hard and intense work by a very large organizing team. So there's long-term preparation, testing of all the problems that we've had to set up, and proofreading of all the text we share with you. So that's actually a process that has been taking place over months. The competition itself then consisted of a set of 60 problems organized in a certain pattern, and you had a time window of 120 minutes. It's exactly the same way as it was a year ago when we were able to host the competition in person at the University of Cambridge. So depending on how far you got, you might notice these numbering patterns in the problems, and it would go all the way to problems whose identification start with an L in the alphabet. In our alphabet, it's a 10th letter. Then what has changed given the circumstances and the overall difficult situation? Well, some things, of course, the competition taking place exclusively online. However, there's also some good news, some major improvements we're very happy about from year to year. And that is, for example, that the number of participating teams has vastly increased from 24 of last year to this year's 42. We're very glad that you've participated, you've taken up the courage. We're very glad to have you here. Also, necessary implementation of this Moodle platform, which, in my opinion, showed up quite as a very useful tool. Then there's this one also change of the name of the institution that's hosting this event or co-hosting, which is the Department of Chemistry at the University of Cambridge is now called the Yusuf Hamid Department of Chemistry. That's a change that has been enacted very recently, and we're very glad that they are still having us, and we hope that this will remain a yearly tradition in the years to come. Now, there was some innovation this year with these text strings that were there to monitor your progress throughout the competition. And there was some, of course, we used this as an opportunity to introduce some rather light-hearted content into the competition. So you might have met some quotes by Mr. Yoda or the Annoying Orange or some popular music throughout the competition. Then, of course, let's get to the actual problems. So let's have a look at some of the tasks that might have caught you a bit by surprise. So there was problem C1, to calculate the number of atoms in this molar amount of argon. And it turns out that this number is actually the inverse of the Avogadro number. So if you multiply those two, you get something which is exactly 1. Secondly, another trick question we had prepared for you was about deciding some statements about these equilibria in aqueous solutions of potassium chloride. Maybe this is one of the cases why we pointed out that one should read the problem twice, at least. As you might have noticed, Na is not the symbol for potassium, so this was also one of the trick questions. There was also a recurring topic, a distinct pattern you might have noticed, and that is these problems had pretty much the same solution to them. That is, the two substances referred to in most of the questions are carbon dioxide and water, simply as that. This might have been some entry-level biochemistry problems or experimental organic chemistry. In all those cases, those two molecules turn out to be the right solution. We also noticed that some of you performed so well, you were able to prove that you were better at solving the problems than the authors themselves. There was a problem asking you to determine the highest possible mass percentage of hydrogen in a neutral hydrocarbon molecule. What we were aiming for was you consider methane, which has 1 carbon atom, 4 hydrogen atoms. That's the best ratio you can get, simply as that, without any carbon-carbon bonds. However, one can take it up even further, and this is where we need to admit you've caught us off guard. There was a team named the Standard Solutions who came up with the following way, with this approach. If you consider that hydrogen as an element has multiple isotopes, one of them being tritium, which is 3 times as heavy as light hydrogen, the numbers turn out quite different and you end up with a percentage of 50%, that is twice the original answer. Congratulations. Now, what you are probably most interested in are this year's tops or the best performers, and how far the individual teams have gotten. So the most advanced problem from the set, which goes to H, K, and L, was H2, which was successfully solved by exactly one team. And the most advanced problem a team has attempted to solve but did not get to submitting a correct answer was H.4. Then the most problems solved by a single team was 40 individual questions solved by that team in the time span of 2 hours. And as we get to the getting to know the highest ranking teams, this is the point at which I'm going to hand over back to Adam.
Thank you very much. Just give me a few seconds to switch the presentations.
So I've stopped sharing.
I started sharing, and
You need to pick the one window.
yes, and now it should
Maximize.
be fine. So
Yes.
now is the time to announce the winners. Let's see if everything seems fine. But before we do that, we are going to take a look at the photo competition that took place. And we got loads of submissions. Let me show you just a few. They were all very innovative, inventive, funny, and very well graphically made. And it was an extremely difficult task to choose just one of them to be the winners. But we had to do it, and...
I think you muted.
Am I muted? I'm not muted on the stream, sorry. Can you hear me on the stream? No? Test of streaming. Yeah, okay, it seems that people can hear me. It's just that GatherTown is not picking up the microphone at the same time. Yes, so we had loads of really brilliant pictures, and yeah, after a long and difficult decision, we declare the Curly Arrow Appreciation Society to be the winner of the photo competition. So, as promised, we'll email you and get your t-shirt sizes, and you will all get the wonderful t-shirts that you even photoshopped into your team photo. So, congratulations and well done. And now we get to the real thing. I'm hearing an echo. Yeah, this should be correct. Yeah, and that's the winners of the chemistry race. Here you can see a photo of the trophy. The first two teams will be getting these nice 3D printed trophies as usual. The third place is actually very far from easy, because we had 3 teams which all scored very nice 113 points. But luckily, if you've read the rules of our competition very carefully, we have a way of solving ties, and that's by looking at the highest question that they solved. So what happens if we do that? The highest, it actually 2 of the teams who have the same highest solved question, and that's F5. Well, what happens next is that we look at the number of points that they scored in this question. One of them scored 4 points, one of them scored 3 points. It was extremely tight, but the 3rd place belongs to Westburn School. Congratulations, and you will be getting these beautiful beakers as your prize. We will be sending them to your school. Then the 2nd place. Drum roll. And in the 2nd place we have Sirius from Radley College. Congratulations, you did amazingly well, and you also have a beautiful team photo, I must say. And now, the winners. And the winning team is the Standard Solutions. Well, you've shown that, at least in some cases, you're smarter than the authors of the problems themselves, so it's no wonder that you managed to do so well in the competition. And you also have a beautiful team photo. So, huge congratulations. Your photo basically shows the trophy that you're going to get. And of course, both the 1st and 2nd place also get these beautiful beakers. But for the 1st and 2nd place, we also have the traditional prize buffet prepared. And the way it works is that we have a selection of prizes that they can choose from, and they simply start from the 1st team and then go backwards. So I would like to ask the winning team, that's the Standard Solutions, to come here on the podium and choose their prizes. Of course, there's a little delay between the stream and then before they actually come onto the podium. Yeah, do we have Standard Solutions in the room? Oh, here they come. Okay, I see 3 members, 4 members. Can you turn on your cameras, please? Okay, huge congratulations to you all. You did amazingly well. So, which one of these prizes would you like? Maybe you can go one after another and I will... Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the first one can start. Yeah, can you unmute yourselves? Yes, you're choosing one each. We have 10 prizes, 5 for the best team, and then 5 for the second best team. You're taking burrito? Okay. Next. Okay, ticket to ride. And then sorry, organic or inorganic? Organic. Okay. Okay. Who's next? Do we have the rest of the team here? Can you recognize your team members? We still need 2 more prizes to be selected. Okay, so one last try and... Okay, so I guess we'll finish this offline to... yeah, not to spend too much time on this. So again, congratulations, you've been amazing. You really got us with the tritiated methane. We really haven't thought of that. But yeah, you're exactly right, and we had to consider it to be a correct answer. Yeah, so well done. You deserve an applause. And yeah, thank you. Sorry, I stopped my screen sharing. And now the rest of the results. So unfortunately we didn't have time to sort out all the ties, so we will be publishing a final list of results in probably by tomorrow. Also, we'll publish a booklet of all the answers and of all the questions and solutions. We will put everything on our website and announce it on our Facebook and Twitter. So, yes, congratulations to you all. You all did very well. The competition was much smoother than the Czech one that happened yesterday. And the only thing that remains now is, well, go and chat to the organizers at the stalls. You can chat about questions, or you can just chat about anything, chemistry, what it's like to be at Cambridge, and so on. And I hope to see as many of you here next year, be it as participants for the younger of you, or as organizers. And I'd like to encourage everyone who would like to get involved. You don't have to study at Cambridge to help us to prepare the questions and the competition. All you need is to be enthusiastic about chemistry. So please get in touch with us if you'd like to join our organizing team, and see you next year. Goodbye.